Welcome engineers, race I have a problem. Today's problem is I made a mistake. Last time out I said that the AI test was going to be done on 100 AI. Yeah, no, that was incorrect. I remember doing 2 AI tests, one in the Aston Martin to finish the season and another one in the car that I was going to be doing next season. I just thought they were both on 100. Apparently not. One was done on 94, this one. So yeah, that was by accident. Anyway, the format for this video is going to be that I show you the quali lap, because that is what the AI test is. And then I show you the results of the quali and the race. And then I show you the lap times from top AI and myself. And then I'll talk over it just to give you a little debrief. So if you enjoyed the video, why not check out my channels, there's one on Twitch and VODs. And I will see you here because I forgot that I was doing this part. Here's the calendar in order of what we're doing. 12 races today. Monaco is going to be the last one. Which coincidentally is race... I want to get this correct. I believe it's race 500 on the channel. So quite a milestone. And I can't believe I've been doing it for that long. There's the other races that we were doing. And then the next image is proof that it's on 94. Although really it should be a video. Yeah, race 500 is Monaco. It's quite impressive on the channel. So first of all, Australia. Let's get right to it. Find out. You know that 20th position does not look good. So unfortunately we start off with a poor one, 1.9 seconds off of Max Verstappen, who got the fastest lap. I'm only going to show my point because that's all you really need. But yeah, as we go through in 18.6 with sectors of 27.4, 17.6 and 33.5. I forgot I normally do this as a collage, but whatever. We did a 28.1, 17.8 and a 34.5. So in sector 1 and sector 2 we're in a completely different second. As we went to the race, could we make up any positions? No, not really. But we did hang on to the back of the back markers. 9.8 seconds, although Perez and Magnussen seem to have issues, so maybe there's something going on there. Max's best lap was a 19.9 with personal best sectors of 27.8, 17.8 and a 34.1. Yeah, done on lap 3, not lap 5. Me, we were 10th quicker in the first sector, 27.7. Then in the middle sector, 17.6, 34.6 in the final sector to with a best lap of a 20.2. Singapore now. It's at 100. Don't turn into another Azerbaijan. Yeah, obviously I think it's going to come down because of the straight. Well, I don't know. We were already 20th by 10. Unfortunately, I didn't look at my side for this one. But I did just remember that I have a laptop, so I can look at both images on my laptop if I can get there in time, which I probably won't. 31-1 from Verstappen versus a 34-0 from me, so 2.9 seconds, not the best way you want to do it. Not the way you want to do it, but hey ho. As we go to the race, made up a couple of positions this time. 33.4 was our best lap, 16 seconds off the lead. Not as good as Australia, but still with the pack. As we go to the individual, 32.8 was the best lap from Verstappen on lap 4, with quite a spread of personal best sectors. And then my personal best was a 33.4 with all sectors. What's the word? It's too late. Bottled it right at the end. All on the same lap, that's what the word was. As we go to China, first one that Max doesn't lead, and we make it onto the first page for the first time. P6 with Alonso P1, and I have finally got the images up on my screen. 33-0 versus a 33-2. In the first sector, we were 3 tenths down, 3 tenths up, as Fernando did a 24-6 and I did a 24-3. In the middle sector, we did a 28-1, losing 2 tenths to Alonso's 27-9, and in the third sector, 40.7 from us versus Fernando's 40.4 resulted in the 2 tenth deficit at the end of the lap. In the race, though, we managed to maintain 6th, whilst Fernando maintained 1st. The personal best laps were pretty close, both done on lap 3. Fernando's had no personal best sectors within it, though. 25-1, 28-0, and 41-2 were personal best. Surprisingly, on lap 1 and 2, his best lap was a 34-7, ours was a 34-8, just over a tenth down, with most of our personal best sectors being on that third lap. Japan now.
Again, bottled it right at the end. Bottled it at spoons, bottled it at the Casio triangle. 1 second. I'm not even sure.
Unfortunately, we couldn't make it onto the top half of the screen this time, as we finished 15th, 7 tenths down on Verstappen. I've got technical difficulties because it's not showing Japan, it's showing Spain. There it is. 28-8 versus a 29-5. Pretty much matching in the first sector. 6 tenths down in the middle and 1 tenth down in the final sector. So we know we only need to work on if we do go into the time trials. That's the middle sector, which kind of makes sense because low speed area. I'm more of the high speed kind of guy. In the race, however, we managed to get into the top half. P11, no points though. And our best lap was a 30.1 set on lap 3 versus Verstappen's 29.8 set on lap 5. 3 tenths difference. Those 3 tenths came not in the first sector. We gained 2 tenths on Max. However, it came all in the middle sector, 4 tenths down. And in the final sector, we were a tenth up to come overall 3 tenths down on him. So we seem to be closer in the races, which kind of makes sense because everyone's DRSing each other. Abu Dhabi, I forgot what track it was.
24.2. I have no idea what my lap times were. I've only got the gaps up on my screen.
So, we make it into the top half once again. Yeah, it's doing them alphabetically. God damn it. I don't know why it does that. Bear with me. Yeah, we made it into the top half, which is pretty good. No, that's not how you alphabetically order them. (24.2) versus a 23.6. For me, lost a 10th in the first sector, a 10th again in the middle sector, and then 4 tenths in the final. So a little bit slow speed kind of makes sense. In the race, though, we managed to make up into second, ending 3 seconds behind Max. Could have been a little bit better, but we didn't have the time to close in on Max. Our best lap was better than Max, though. Kind of makes sense with the DRS that we had. 24.9 versus a 25.1 from Max. 2 tenths. Matching in final sector. Max was 4 tenths down in the middle sector, probably because of all of DRS, and in the first sector, probably because of our dirty air, we were 3 tenths down on him. As the next circuit is Qatar, so enjoy that one. I quite enjoy it as well. I do. No, I don't know why I said as well. You might not.
Okay, so we've already bottled this lap. It's not as bad this time, it's about a second. I really bottled turn 1.
Qatar. Unfortunately, we didn't finish in the top half this time around. We finished in the middle half, in the middle section with a accidentally zoomed in on the image. 23.8 versus Verstappen's 23.2. 6 tenths down. Not ideal when you say that the circuit is one of your favourite ones, but I guess still getting used to the circuit. So I can blame it on that still, kind of. In the first sector, we lost 3 tenths, losing half of our time already. In the middle sector, we lost a further 3 tenths, and in the final sector, we're about a 10th down, and we're about a 10th down. So I guess discrepancy kind of comes in the middle sector, where Max did an 8.86 and I did a 0.11. In the race, however, got into the points, but short-lived, as we kind of got a penalty for track limits. You know how it is. And instead, we were able to get a 24.9 though, but Max went even better and did a 24.7 as we move on to the next circuit, Bahrain. Hope you enjoy.
Can you tell Bahrain ain't my best circuit? I've done Bahrain so...
I really should have a drink if I'm going to do this. P19 we finished, I didn't show it. Probably because I was a bit annoyed. This was 8 months ago. Max did a 30.4, we did a 31.3, 9/10 down, kind of makes sense. Why I'd skip it. We were only a 10th down in the first sector, so that is pretty good, giving us false hope as we head into the middle sector, where I lost 5/10. And then in the final sector, with pretty much only 2 corners, we lost 4/10, which still does not make sense to me. As we go into the race, made up quite a bunch of positions, all the way to 9th, whilst Alonso dropped all the way from 2nd to 11th. Our best lap was not comparable to the top runners, as in fact Max did a 31.7 and I did a 32.4. 7/10 still, even with DRS. Did I say this? I might have. I should really have a drink when I do this. Halfway through, my throat's getting scratchy already. Anyway, Saudi Arabia.
I don't know why I was getting ready to do a race start. I swear this has just got wider. I swear the whole circuit is wider. I don't remember it being this wide. I know they pushed some of the walls back, but it's the whole circuit that's wider. So wide I could take some of these corners flat. And yet we're still 19th. Are we going to do another Bahrain?
Pretty good one. For Alonso, he got P1 whilst we were the ones getting 19th. See, I don't know what happened here either, because I quite like this one. 29.3 I did, and Alonso did a 28.5, 8/10. 4/10 in the first sector, which is really odd because that's like kind of middle speed, and then 2/10 in the middle sector, and 3/10 in the final sector, which doesn't make sense to me, but you know, it happens. And I don't normally finish before the race. How has this happened? In the race, we made up positions, not as many as we did in Bahrain, only up to 15th. We did get a fastest lap on the final lap of a 31.0, which was only 3/10 off Fernando's best lap of 30.7, also on the final lap. So I guess it was pretty good. We did get 2 warnings, probably collision. Quite hard to get track limits around here. Again, the times, 5/10 in the middle first sector, a 10th only in the middle sector, which is better, and then 2/10 in the final sector. So we kind of got there, although DRS didn't help as much as I thought it should. Baku next, expect a poor one.
I don't expect good things here, so let's try. Just trying at least to improve. Braking early into turn 1 is not going to do that. You know what? I think I've actually improved.
And a poor one it was, 1.2 seconds. Not as bad as some of the early ones, which kind of surprised me when I did it, if I remember correctly. But I guess I got no explanation for it actually. 43.6 plays a 42.4 from Verstappen. Verstappen went 8 tenths quicker in sector 1 alone. So yeah, if we did it based on sector 1, it's the worst one, I'm pretty sure. In the second sector, we were 4 tenths down, and in the final sector, basically just one corner, we were only a tenth down, so I guess pretty good. In the race, I didn't get my position at the end, purely because we had a terrible race. If you want to check it out, check out the VOD on the VOD channel. But we had to pit because we got damage. Why I got damage, I don't remember, don't ask. I think I tried to move or something, I don't know. That's the wrong panel. There we go. In the end, our best lap was a 50.2 because we came into the pit lane twice, I think. Yeah, just enjoy Netherlands. Much better. P11 in quali. I prefer Netherlands over Baku, so that makes a lot of sense to me. We did a 10.9 versus Verstappen's 10.2, which is a little bit odd around Netherlands. 7 tenths around a 70 seconds circuit. The time was lost in the first sector, 3 tenths, and then 4 tenths in the middle, and in the final we only lost a tenth. So again, losing time even in a straight line, which kind of makes little sense to me. In the race though, we made it all the way to second, which was pretty good. Fastest lap of a 11.3, which was a tenth quicker than Max's 11.4 set on lap 5. Ours was lap 4. 24.9 in the first sector, 24.8 for Verstappen, so he gained a tenth. In the middle sector, we did a 24.6. Max matching that also with the 24.6, and in the final sector, we did a 21.7, going a tenth quicker, and then Max's 21.8. Enjoy.
Why is Spain giving me difficulty? I was hoping to get all the way done, like get Monaco done as well, but I'm not sure now. If we could get Britain done after Monaco, that'd be brilliant as well. But we've only got 20 minutes left. Get in! First pole. Get in there!
Here we go then. Probably where we should have got pole for the first time in the previous AI test. Unfortunately, we didn't because we forgot the final corner existed. We didn't this time, and we came away getting our first pole of the season by a single tenth over Verstappen. Matched each other in the first sector. He was 14 milliseconds down. I did an 8.33. He did an 8.47. In the middle sector, we matched each other again. I did a 4.09. He did a 4.62. And in the final sector, I did a 21.6 and he did a 21.6. This time I was again ahead, 21.6 to 0 versus his 21.673. And in the end, we come away with another victory on 100 AI, on 94 AI, I believe. This is the third one I had now, in this whole series. So yeah, that's pretty good. As we then go to the race, obviously 14.3 was our best lap on the final lap versus Max's. That was Max's. We did a 13.8, going 5 times quicker, which is pretty good. Now we come on to Monaco, race 500 on the channel, and for whatever reason the audio broke, so you'll just have to enjoy the lap with no audio. In the end, we miss out by pole by 30 milliseconds, which is the closest margin I've ever seen for a lap in quite a while. In the end, that time came down to the first sector. We lost 2/10, and then coming through Portier, I believe that's where I gained all the time, 3/10 in the middle sector, and then in the final sector we just 2/10 slower, and in the end all the time adds up to 30 milliseconds, and we miss out on yet another pole on 94 AI. However, going into the race, we made a blinding start. If you want to see, check it out on the VODs channel. And we took the lead over Max. I think I must have gave him damage because he didn't even finish in the top 14. Our best lap was a 13.0 on the 4th lap versus Fernando's 13.2 on the 2nd lap. So we just flew away. I mean, not really, because the rest of our laps were 13.5s versus Alonso's 13.4s and 3s. But hey ho, it's the fastest lap that counts. I mean, not really around Monaco. And if you want to have an idea of the championship and what it could look like next season, we ended these 12 races 4th with 158 points behind Max on 257, and no longer do we have the Vries. He is now replaced by Ricciardo after I finished my season. Ricciardo then took his spot, of course, and it's Logan that is on 0 points instead. Anyway, next up is the second 12 circuits, leaving Miami and Brazil to be in the episode after. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, bye.